Cheap ways to block neighbors' view. We all need our privacy, even if we get along with our neighbors. The last thing you want is for prying eyes to be watching when you're trying to have a family meal, read a book or catch some rays. But with the way that housing is being built in the UK, it's not uncommon for gardens to have several overlooking houses, and there's not much we can do about that. The best and most affordable ways to block your neighbor's view. Choose your fencing wisely. If the standard 6-foot wooden fence just isn't enough, then it is also possible to buy corrugated metal fencing, which is denser and blocks out more of next door's view. But one of the most brilliant benefits of corrugated metal is that it also blocks out sound a lot better than wood. If you and the neighboring property have patios right next to one another and you don't want them listening in on your conversations, this might be a good choice. If you're struck by the idea of a more traditional fence, then you can still improve the effectiveness of wood by installing screens along the length of the fence. This will prevent your neighbors being able to see through any gaps, and with so many materials and designs to choose from, you can tailor the look to your liking. It's perfectly possible to buy a faux ivy screen for less than $50. Go for a greener option. Fences do a great job at improving your privacy, but they're not to everyone's liking. If you prefer a more natural-looking garden, then planting hedges and trees will stay in keeping with this, while also creating a nice barrier between you and next door. Evergreen hedges and shrubs are ideal, as your privacy won't be invaded during the winter months. Something like holly is perfect, as it grows very dense and the pretty red berries provide a splash of color in late autumn and early winter. Add height. The options we have talked about so far give a moderate amount of privacy, but if you require more, you're going to have to start thinking about going up. By this, we mean adding height to existing fences, which you can do by adding taller screens, trees and other items to increase the height of the fence. With that in mind, we should point out that there are laws in the UK as to how high a boundary can be, so make sure you check local limitations before doing any work. Bamboo screens work very well as they're durable, natural looking and easy to put up. Block the view of your seating area. Potentially the place we want the most privacy in our backyards is our seating area. Nobody wants to be enjoying lunch in the sun or evening drinks with friends only to discover that the neighbors can see everything you're doing. But there are some brilliantly affordable ways of blocking their view of the seating area. Parasol. For starters, something as simple as a large parasol can be strategically placed to prevent prying eyes. You also have the benefit of protection from the sun, and what's great about this is that you can move the parasol around, which is ideal if you don't want a permanent structure. Curtains. You might decide to use curtains if you have a pergola or gazebo in your seating area. It's possible to purchase a gazebo that comes with curtains which you can open and close to your liking, making this one of the most versatile options. This is a super cheap option, but just make sure that you have a secure way to attach them. Sail shade. If money is really tight, then Teresa, no need to worry, as a sail shade won't cost much more than 20 quid and will provide excellent privacy from above. If your issue is that there are a lot of windows overlooking from the upper stories of neighboring homes, then this is potentially the best option for you. Sail shades are very easy to install and can be left up as a semi-permanent fixture, as they're typically made from pretty hard-wearing materials. Awning. Again, for privacy from above, an awning is a great way to give yourself a bit of cover. Not to mention, they're excellent for providing protection from the elements. Unlike a sail shade, an awning is a little bit more permanent, but once it's up, it'll retract and can be used in a versatile manner. But in the scheme of things, that's a huge saving compared to something like erecting an entire new row of fences. Potted plants. Buying a series of large potted plants and placing them around the edges of your seating area is a great way to block the neighbor's view. They're perfect on a patio, especially if you have a fence with gaps, as they can be popped directly in front and no more peeking from next door. Just remember to take the conditions on your patio into consideration. Some plants prefer sun while others need to be in the shade. Create a cascading landscape. When you first think about this, it can seem like a pretty pricey venture, but you'll be amazed at just how affordable a cascading landscape can be. I would hasten to warn you, however, that this is a very labor-intensive option, so make sure that you are prepared for how physical it can get. You'll need to layer the edges of your garden and place plants, ornaments and lighting on the various levels. This adds a lot of depth to your garden and gives you the opportunity to create secluded spots that your neighbors will have a very hard time peering into. Hanging plants. Do you have problems with neighbors being able to see directly into your windows?